And close. Okay, guys, so tonight I want to do Nijushiho, one of my favorite katas. We'll just go through it sort of part by part, just go through the details a little bit, and then put it all together at the end, yeah? So first thing with this first move, all I like to do to sort of warm up your body, guys, is just think about keeping your tailbone engaged, dropping your body weight down quite quickly, floating your hands up. Just this feeling, so dropping quick, float your hands up. Try. Ni. Good. San. And shi. Good. Now this time after you push down, your hands go up, you're then going to drive your right side, your right hip, right hand going to push back into this into this pressing. Yeah? So from here, try slowly. Ni. Good. And again. Ni. And again, good. Sa. Good. And one more. Shi. Good. So two things that I'm thinking about when I'm pushing back, guys. Number one is don't let the fact that we're making a little bit of distance here, a little bit of slide, shorten and bring your stance up. You want to maintain that nice structure of your stance. So whatever sort of length your Zenki Sudachi is, you want to maintain that structure with that back stance. So make sure you're not bringing your legs too close in together. Second thing is, I'm trying to press back as much as I can with my hip. So I'm thinking of trying to get the knot of my belt pressing in towards that rear leg. Yeah? Keeping my tailbone engaged and trying not to let my front knee buckle as I twist. I have to keep the weight on the ball of my foot. When I keep the weight on the ball of my foot, my knee presses up and all these muscles engage. Yeah? If I put my heel down, this kind of buckles in here. So ball the foot push will keep this upright. That will keep the integrity of your stance as you try and rotate back as much as you can. Don't rotate and let that buckle. Close. Just try that a few times, guys. And drop, squeeze back. Yeah? Let me have a look. Go for it, guys. A few times by yourself. Yeah, watch, look at first thing you're doing there is you're sending your backside in. You want to keep that tucked in the whole time. So from here, my backside is tucked in the whole way through that technique. At no point do I let that buckle at the start or towards the end. You want to keep that squeezed and engaged the whole way through. And yeah, guys, two more things. Don't make a shape with your arms. Yeah, quite a few of you send your hands out. Like just float them up. Yeah, just think if you were going to block someone, you wouldn't go out to come back in. You would just sort of come round and block. Just that kind of cover feeling. So when I bring my hand out, it's only like this far out so I can bring it back. So be relaxed with that. Yeah. And second thing is timing. You want to have everything finishing at the same time. Quite a lot of you hitting your stance and then pulling everything back. You kind of have this 1, 2. You want to try and have that back leg and that knee finishing at the same time, and everything's kind of in position, but still slightly drawn back, yeah? Allow your body weight to really sink into that stance as your hands are reaching that final point, yeah? So try and make sure you get that timing right. Don't have it disconnected, yeah? Together through that first move. Okay, one more minute, guys. Good. Okay, excellent. Anyami, good. Okay, so the next part, from here, when I'm in this position, all I want to do from this Kokusudachi, having your weight settled into this leg, is then I want you to think about pushing into this leg and having your hips open up. Now, I'm not going to let my knee go back or forward. I'm keeping that knee in place and opening my hips up. So I'm stretching forward, stretching and rotating forward. So here, I just want you to try punching Yakuzuki and back. Punching Yakuzuki and back. Maintaining that back leg, having that stretch from the knot of your belt in your leg, opening and closing, yeah? Opening and closing. Okay, just try that, nice and easy. Ready? Ich, ni, san, shi, go, look, sich, hatch, poop, and you. Good. So depending on your hip flexibility, that's going to kind of determine where your arm is when you punch, yeah? What you don't want to have, guys, is kind of punching across your body. If you have this arm pinching into your chest, you're punching across. You don't want to do that. Wherever I can maintain that shoulder position, like in Shizenkai, wherever that is from this Kokuku match, however far I can get my hip round, that's where my punch is going. Don't sacrifice the connection for the shape of getting it in a straight line. Yeah? If it's a little bit off, but you have that connection, that's much better. So that's what you want. And then if you're really flexible, you probably get that all the way around to the front and maintain that connection. But it just depends on how flexible you are, not sacrificing your upper body connection or that lower body connection, that stance. Yeah? You want to keep that form here and rely on that hip rotation to get you as far around as possible. Yeah? A couple more times, guys, just by yourself. Just see how far you can get round without breaking that connection or that back leg. Okay, good, Anyami. Excellent. Okay, cool. So from the start, just that first move. Again, float those hands up, sink back into that stance. Then from here, that same feeling with your hip, but this time, a little bit of Yoriash, and keep this hand here. Drive into that punch. Knee, far around as you can without busting that back leg. Then from here, feel like you've got hold of something you're going to grab. So you're going to bring this bottom hand over the top, grab and then pull into this lock here, Sam. This position. Good, just go from here again. So a little bit of Yoriash, drive your hip all the way in. Each. Far in as you can without breaking. Good. Reach over and grab. As you do that, stretch your front foot. Stretch forward. Stretch forward and squeeze your back leg up as your hand rises up to chest height. And from here, don't have it too close to your body. A little bit, kind of like almost a 90-degree position. A little bit shallower than 90 degrees. That's the idea, yeah? Again, from the start.
Ross,
is that a question?
yeah, sorry, Ross, Sensei. Question, when you're doing this arm, what do you call it, break or something?
Yeah.
Are you standing with both your feet 50%, or are you leaning just a bit forward?
A little bit forward, so it's like a sort of a really short Zenkutsu dash. So my weight isn't like neutral in the middle. I'm a little bit pressed in on this, yeah? So my weight is more on this leg, but it's almost a bit like Reinochi dash, a little bit more natural, yeah? So really short Zenkutsu to that position. So my weight is pushing forward. So from there, I'm stretching, reaching, and then squeezing, and my weight's here, and I'm squeezing from my thigh muscles, pulling that back leg in as this arm presses up the way, yeah? Creating that sort of arm lock position, yeah? Cool. Let's try it again one more time. I'll show you from this angle, yeah? From here, drop and sink back. But you want to try and have it, guys, so that when, like, Nijushiho is kind of like, has this lovely ebb and flow to it, you never want to really stop dead with any of the techniques. So when you're reaching that maximum squeeze with this hip flexor, that squeeze that you can take the sinking in of your stance, as soon as you reach that point, you release through to those next two techniques, yeah? So you want to flow back and drive in straight away. Don't stop. Yeah? Then again, yi, ni, san. Good, again, ready? Yi, ni, san. Good, one last time by yourselves. Ready, yi, ni, san. Yeah, Basil, just watch the footwork there. Again, guys, just watch my feet. So I'm coming back to this kokutsu-dash, yori-ash. So I'm maintaining that kokutsu-dash, okay? So I'm still in kokutsu-dash on that punch. Then as I make that grab, I'm stretching my front leg forward and then squeezing my back leg up and my body weight's coming up to this position, yeah? So you maintain, then stretch, squeeze from that front leg to back leg. Goes? Okay, guys, a couple more times by yourself, then we'll move on. Try and keep your back straight, guys. Control that center line. Yeah, Matthew, on that Gyakuzuki, just try not to bring your back leg up. Try and maintain that structure of your stance when you drive, so you're not making it too short. Yeah, you don't want to make it short.
Thank you.
Good. Okay, excellent, guys. Ready? And again, one more time all together. Okay, ready? Going back. Yi, ni, san. From here, your right foot's going to turn behind you. You're going to make this double hikite. Right hand on top, left hand on bottom. This knee. Good. From here, right leg comes up. Right leg comes up. Cover your face. Then kakuaki yuki and zenku to that. San. You have your right leg forward for that one, guys, yeah? So right knee up, right leg forward as you drop down, yeah? Cool. So let's just try it. So guys, I'm going to turn around face this way so you can see me. So I'm starting from that left leg, left hand, armbar position. So my right leg steps round, and I'm covering right hand jodan, left hand chudan, squeeze into this double hikite. Everyone try this. Each. All the way around to here. And then you're snapping your shoulders forward, right hand on top, left hand on the bottom. That one's a knee. Bring your right leg is coming up, covering your face. San. Then kakuaki yuki zen chi. Right leg still forward. Good. Let's try that again. Together. So right leg steps round, cover jodan and chudan, squeeze and strike. Each. Right leg comes up, cover jodan knee, kakuaki yuki san. Good. Analyze. Cool. Okay, guys. So just that cover here to this position. You don't want to make this too big and sort of reach your arms up. You want to just think. Right hand covers your face, left hand's covering your body, and squeezing in to that position. Yeah. So just get that feeling, guys. Jodan, chudan, cover, and pull. Cover, pull. Cover, pull. Right high, left low, squeeze into that double hikite. Just try that a few times. Get that feeling. Yeah, Avi, you've got both hands coming up jodan. No need to bring them both up. One up, one down, yeah? One about elbow height, one like up at the face height, yeah? That feeling. So you're covering both parts of the body. Yeah, yeah, very nice, good. Good, good, good. Excellent, okay, cool. So next part, guys, just from here, this snap. So all I want you to do, guys, is squeeze your elbows as far back as you can. What a lot of people tend to do here is lift their shoulders up. Think your hikite is there to sort of remind you to squeeze your shoulders down, yeah? So feel that armpit close, those lats pull down, elbows back, so you've got that big chest expansion, yeah? Really pushing your chest out. If we're from that expansion, you're going to contract as fast as you can. Right hand on top, left hand on the bottom, just snap out. Good. I just want you to do the same. So this time, You're going to recoil to this position. Keep your shoulders down, nice and fast. Ready? Each. Shoulders down. And then snap. Knee. Ready? Snap. Shoulders down. She. Snap. Good. Now one count, guys. One count. You're going to come back and then forward. Ready? I want to see that big expansion and contraction of your chest. Yeah, I want to see those shoulders coming all the way back and forward. Ready? Try. Each. Knee. Sun. She. Go. Rook. Sit. Touch. Coop. And two. Good, guys. So guys, all I'm doing from that position, getting that cover, that fast, then snap out. The stance I'm in is this stanchion back. So you've got like shoulder width apart, you're bringing your foot forward so it's kind of like heel and toe almost in line. Then you're just compressing in the way, guys. Yeah, compressing. So a little bit wider than shoulder width, forward and compress in. This position, yeah? Right leg foot forward, curved in, back curved in. You want to feel that squeeze come to about this position here. Feel your power, like the focal point is about here in front of you. That squeeze there. Okay, so you're turning to that position, cover and strike. Yeah? Just try that a couple of times, guys, by yourself. You want to finish with your right leg forward, Sam. Right leg forward. Yeah. There you go. Yeah, and Alex, don't think about it. Like, I don't like to justify things through application too much, but think about it, it's always attacking. We don't want to turn and then cover. Cover as you turn. As you turn those hands, and it's when you land in the stance, that's when you're making your double DT, yeah? So you want the kind of stance to finish as your hands are pulled back, then snap out, yeah? So there's 1, 2. So my foot and hands are kind of finishing at the same time, then snap forward. Pause. Good, guys. Okay. Excellent. Anyami. Okay, next part. So you've got that right leg forward, right hand high, left hand low. Key thing here, guys, is as you lift your leg up and your hands up, you want to drop your body weight down. By doing that, by dropping down as you lift up, you create this kind of internal tension really quick. If I just lift here and everything comes up, I don't have that tension. I'm going to end up falling forward. You want to have that tight compression with your body. So from here, as this comes up, I drop down, and then everything can expand and everything's engaged as I'm going out, and I don't have this kind of block forward, okay? So from here, cover with your leg, cover with your arms, drop everything down, fast, cross with your hands, right over left, and then expand down. So you want this fast to slow as you expand down. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that idea. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so just, not from there and out. Have that extra squeeze so you get that fast, slow to that position, yeah? Up, cover, then out. Yeah, Ro, just be careful. Try not to sort of come in with your body. Don't drop your chest. Bring your knee and hands up, body weight down, but your back stays straight. You're not having that kind of crunch over, yeah? Keep that up. And guys, think toes first. As you cross, big toe, and that will allow you to slowly shift your weight in that Zenku that. So if you go heel first, your body weight is going to fall forward. You want to have, as you make this cross, your big toes going out and you're sinking everything in at the same time, yeah? That's a good control, guys. Nice. Nice, Bjorn. That's it. Look, I just watch your hand position. Elbows in, hands out, in line with your shoulders, yeah? Just a little bit wider than your shoulders. Yeah, a little bit too much backing up there, Nina, yeah? Down. Like drop down as you do that. There you go, that's better, yeah. Good, good, good. Okay, yummy, I'm relaxed. Cool. Okay, so let's just do up to that point, guys, yeah? From the start to that kakuwaku. Okay, ready. Nice and easy. Yee. Ni. San. Shi. Go. Look. Good, okay, excellent. So, from this position, guys, so I would start from this angle, probably the best way to show you. From here, you're going to squeeze your inner thigh muscles, have your right hand preparing all the way through for this agyuki. You've got to watch. What you don't want to happen, guys, the first thing to do is this tailbone stick out. Keep that bum tucked in and move from your inner thigh muscles. Have that body rotation so everything's in that nice straight line. Everything's engaged. Drive forward agyuki. Let's try that to the count, guys. Ready? Each. Good. And reset. Knee. And reset. San. And again. Shi. Good. You want to think about getting that preparation with that hand, guys. Your agyuki hand, your left hand, come all the way back to that hip. Yeah? Don't have it across your body. Squeeze it all the way back. That full preparation before you then drive your hip and hand forward together. Just one more time. Nice and slow. Prepare and drive. Each. Good. Then here. Keep your hand close into your body. Don't come out. Keep in tight. Back leg, back and hip. Drive forward. That again. Good. So many times, guys, you see people come out with their hand, then out with the elbow. You've got to think elbow first, yeah? You've got to think if you're here, you've got hold of them, you're going to have to pull them into that elbow. You want that to be the first thing that hits. So keep that hand tight into your arm as you come up. So just try that a few times, guys. Prep, block, strike. Yeah? Agyuki again. Yeah, so guys, I'd rather you took the time on this one and make sure you get this front leg, like this inner thigh muscle squeeze to this position, yeah? You can see like I'm pivoting on my heel, squeezing this position, my toes are coming round. Nothing worse than this going like direct, yeah, having this dead back leg. You want to make sure you're loading that back leg up for the next technique. Yeah, so you need to make sure that's moving with you before you drive, yeah? Nothing worse than from here just flopping out or making the effort to still have some sort of squeeze but no rotation when you're stepping out with that dead stance. Get everything pointing this way before you try it. Yeah? 30 more seconds on that, guys. Getting tailbone engaged. Okay, good. Anyami. Any questions, guys? Nope, perfect. Okay, from the start to there. Ready? I'll do it from this side. Are you ready? Ni, san, shi, ho, rook, si, hachu. Good. So from here, guys, I'm in the zag position. All I want you to do is just get this hand to your cheek. Hand to your cheek, think chest compresses. Chest compressions, then you're stepping out. There's Tatshuto. This position. Okay. So from this position, guys, this originally was just Namiash, just this leg lift, yeah? A side Sensei added in the Yokogiri. We'll get to the Yokogiri in a minute. I just want to work on the landing first. So I just want to do like this traditionally. This Namiash, then punch. It's the same principle we were talking about here. I want to keep this really good connection with my shoulder, hip, and back leg. So I'm not letting my back leg buckle. I'm rotating my hip in as much as I can, stretching this part here as much as I can, and keeping that shoulder connection as I drive through. So as far around as I can get it, that's where I'm going, guys, yeah? If you're super flexible, you get around pretty far. If you're punching like barely 45 degrees, because that's as far as you can go, then that's it. All I want you to do is hikite as you lift, drive. Hikite as you lift, drive. Yeah, that's 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay? 1, 2. Just practice that, guys. Yeah, and do the same kind of thing. There. Let's snap out. 1, 2. 1, 2. I just have this sinking feeling. My big toe hits the floor, and my weight all sinks in to this supporting leg. And my body weight is kind of cascading through into that yakuza. Okay? Give it a try, guys. Try and get that feeling. Yeah, David, watch that stance when you punch. You're trying to get your body weight on this leg, but not like buckling. Keep this pushed out. Push this knee out as everything squeezes in to this side so you get that stretch. That stretch on that punch. Again, keep the kibadachi, Raul. Keep that kibadachi. Don't let the kibadachi buckle. Yeah. Okay. Good. All right, guys. Everyone got that? Yeah? Looks all right. Cool. So the kick, yeah? So obviously, different levels of flexibility, different sort of kicking experience and such. Some people who can kick really well, you can show off with this. Some people who can't, you just want to make sure that you're doing a proper foaming, yeah? A few things that I think about. One, the timing of that hikite. So you're making hikite as you kick. So you want to prepare your leg, and as your leg comes out, you're pulling this hand back at the same time. So it's pulling as you kick. Yeah, so that's the first thing. So that timing. Second thing is, guys, from here, I want to try and not to send my body weight in the opposite direction. I want to try and push with my supporting leg and drive everything forward with this yokogiri. So from here, I'm trying my best to squeeze this knee up, like so this hip flexor squeeze, and then drive from my glute, my back glute, to send that leg out. And I'm trying to push everything in that direction. So that 1, 2. I'm trying to get that drive from this leg as I squeeze and drive this leg. Pum, pum. Then I'm driving out again on this side. Pum, pum. Trying my best not to lean. Trying my best to push. 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 So just try that, guys. Try and get that push from that back leg as you squeeze and drive this leg, yeah? You want to get that almost splits feeling. Again, depending on flexibility.
Is it a Teisho that's going out, or is it more of a? Is it? You know,
this position here, yeah.
It's just that Tatshuto. Yeah. Tatshuto, yeah.
I've been taught at Skamyuki before.
Oh, Skamyuki. Skamyuki, is it? Okay.
I've been taught Skamyuki before, so I believe last time in Scott Sensei, Scott Sensei went over it with me, saying Tatishuto.
Tatishuto, okay. Thank you, Us. No.
So guys, even if you're kicking low, you want to try and avoid as much as possible to have that preparation causing your body to go this way. Pressure on the preparation. When you drive your leg out, your hips go in. When my hips go in, my upper body's going to lean slightly. Yeah? When I push, there will be this lean as I go. I want to try and have that preparation, always trying to keep my body still. Now, obviously, it's going to give a little bit because shifting weight from this leg to this leg. So it will shift a little bit. But I want to try and make that shift as small as possible so I can push in from there. And the hips drive in, and that's where the compression on this side comes from, yeah? You want to try your best to have that hip push causing the body to tilt, not the preparation. So from there, even if you're kicking low, prepare and drive with as much of this staying still as you can. Then you slowly can increase the height, and you've still got that sort of principle of not starting with that big sway, yeah?
Ooh.
Tricky, guys, yeah, very tricky. And then you've got to try and maintain that form on the punch, yeah? So let's try it from this Agiempi, guys, yeah? So we've got this left leg forward, there's right hand up. Okay, so we're coming around. Yee, drive, knee, tap. Still keeping that structure. There, from there, get your hip initiates, hip vibration, chi. Then drive, go, look. Good, so from here, I've got my left leg in front, my right hand is out. From this position, all I'm doing is kind of unraveling this hand. I'm allowing my hand to come round and open into this Kumai bear paw position. I'm allowing that to unravel. As my hand unravels, my hip and leg is pulling back. So my hip pulls my leg back. As I unravel that hand, then all I'm doing is swapping legs. Left, right, and I'm making this, from this angle, and I'm making this Yamazuki sort of position. Yeah, same as backside eye, but just in this Taisho position. This hand covering my forehead, and my hips are side on here. Weight slightly more forward, slightly. So try and get this timing. Hip, leg, and hand, rotate, and then as soon as my foot stops, this foot takes over. So there's that smooth transition there. You don't want to make it clunky, 1, 2. You want to have this fast to slow, smooth transition from one technique to the next. Give it a try, guys.
Sensei.
Yeah, sure.
When you're doing the Yamazuki, you're not pulling your hands back to your hip. So this first one, you're not doing like this, back.
No. It's already there. So if you think like, if you're going to, again, justifying for application, but I think if I'm applying something, that's my block and maybe I'm taking control or something, but I don't need to pull all the way back. I'm pushing my body weight forward anyway. So it's my center that's going forward rather than making the shape or the movement with my hand. I'm making the movement with my whole body pressing it. So this is all going forward anyway. I don't need to do this. Yeah, that's a bit superficial. So you have your finish with your right leg forward row, right hand low, left hand high. So from here, my left leg is in front. I pull back, switch stances, and my right side is close together. Left hand is on the top. Cool. Good, guys. Okay. One more time, just from that Agiempi. So from here, come around. Knees, up. Go, look. Pull in, unravel and back. See. Good. Okay, stay in that position, guys. I just think was the best angle for me here. So I'm in this pressing block here. What I want to do is I want to make sure that this technique is circular. Circular. A lot of people try and straighten this out. And this open hand, they sort of straighten the first one out and then make the second one circular. This, I don't like, this isn't going to do anything to anyone, yeah? It's going to annoy someone. This, you've got this big rotation. Use that to make this circular straight up. I'm hitting with this high toe round in this way. So make sure that this goes past the head and this comes round in that high toe position. So my thumb is tucked in here. My back hand is just pressing down towards the floor. So like you're taking control and then struck someone, yeah? So this hand is flexing like I've got a hold of something, yeah? Like I've got a hold of an arm or something like that. So, circular round strike, each. Then I'm bringing my feet together and my hands together, not coming up and making a noise, but coming direct, yeah? Like striking into the throat, or the eyes coming through. Ki. Good. One more time. I'll do it from this side. From here. So, left hand then right hand. Round each. Then ki. Ni. Good. So, I'm kind of at a 45-degree angle here, guys. Yeah, 45-degree angle. I'm going to pivot round to the 90-degree angle here. As I do that, my left hand is scooping, like again, I'm taking control, and my right hand is pulling to my shoulder and coming down. You imagine you've got a hold of someone's arm. If that's someone's arm there, boom, I'm going down to try and snap that arm in two. Having these two hands sort of pulling in opposition, yeah? That kind of idea. So, from this position, I'm stepping a little bit offline. So I'm not stepping back, I'm stepping round. As I do that, I'm scooping with my left, pulling back with my right, and striking down the way in Zen Kutsudachi. Here. From this position, scoop and strike. Scoop and strike. By each. If we're in Zen Kutsudachi, you're just going to pull your hands back. So my right hand is on top, pull left on top, and I'm dropping Zen Kutsudachi to Furodachi. All I'm doing is dropping my center down into the punch. Yeah, just opening my knee up to allow my hips to drop. So from here, this 1, 2, right on top, left on top.
Could you show me that again, Sensei? How much do your hands come back between the first and the second move?
So the first one is this right hand's coming to my shoulder.
Yeah.
Left hand scooping underneath. Striking down in this scratch position. Right hand's on top, left hand's on the bottom. All I'm doing is just pulling my hands to the double hikite. Then flipping these hands over, so my left's on top, and dropping my weight down.
Of course, thank you.
1, 2. Yeah, give that a try, guys. No need to bring your body up and down, Dane, yeah? You don't want to make that too bouncy. You don't want to go 1, up, down, 2. Just from there, just drop. Just pull your hands back and drop down, yeah? Good. Excellent. Okay, guys, good. Good. So from there, run that down a little bit, yeah? So from here, guys, so this left hand's on top. Think about this back leg. So my back leg and back hand are squeezing round. Squeeze and sink back to this high shuki and kokutsudachi. So I'm pulling my front toes in and my back heel in. That way I'm in that sort of Zenku snatch, Koku snatch length. So from that really long and deep Furudachi, inner thigh muscle squeeze on the prep, bring this foot round, this hand underneath, and then sink back and pull that heel in as you rotate and open up. This 1, 2 to that high shuki. Give that a try, guys. Yeah, more squeeze of that back leg, Matthew, when you go into that high shuki. Initiate it from this 1, 2.
Push.
So that squeeze is there. Nice, Elton, that was good. That's it, Basil, yep. Good. Good, okay, guys, next. So from that position, I'll show you from this angle, yeah? So I'm coming round, something back leg, like sort of back leg initiates, and left leg takes over. So push, 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 and driving into Kibarachi. I'm making this Agi empty. So again, let's keep that position here. So from this position, driving to that Agi empty. Each. Okay, you're going to make this sort of Gadambarai preparation shape, but think more like you're punching with your left hand. Yoriash, hip and hand in. Knee. Means pushing this to its limit, then push back. Gadambarai, go. Good, then the other way. Left leg, left hand. Push that, high shape, go. Over here. Stepping through this time. Mawashi knee. And punch. Then again, left leg, left hand. I'm going to cheat. Again, go. Yoriashi punch. Go. Go back, cheat. Cool, so.
Sensei.
Yes.
When you come and be, is the hand opened or closed?
Opened. Closed in far side eye, open in Nijushiho.
Close.
Yeah. Yeah, so first thing, guys, just from this high shuki, yeah? Just from this high shuki. Just try and think about getting your back leg and hip driven in to that Kibarachi as fast as you can. As you do that, you're sending this, again, keeping this hand nice and tight, sending it up this eye again, each. And the key thing here, guys, is I've got to try and rotate and punch. So I'm pushing, sliding in, and I'm trying to get my hip and hand as far forward as I can. Like I'm striking with this hand, knee. Then I'm put like that tight squeeze with my chest. Then I'm expanding as I make Yoriashi backwards, back and upright. So
Sensei.
what happens on the left side? Just try that a few times. From that position, that drive.
Sensei.
Yes.
Is it the same principle when you're doing the Yakusuke there, as you said before, that the...
Yeah, exactly the same. Keeping your structure there, keeping your structure there, and the same thing here. Keeping that structure, not letting anything buckle in. Keeping that position. So like right elbow, driving in, I've got to try and keep that stance as much as possible. I can't let that buckle in. Push this knee out, sink everything into this side, maximum squeeze, then expand.
Sensei,
yes,
would you mind repeating it, please?
Yep, no problem, buddy. So from here, we've got my left leg forward in Okutsudachi, that high shuki. I step forward in Kibarachi, Agiembe, elbow up the way. I slide forward, punch, like that Gadambarai preparation, slide backwards, block, all in Kibarachi. Cool. Good, good, good. That's it, Matthew. Nice, good. Yes, Alex, good. Excellent. Okay, good. All right, guys. So the next one from that Gadambarai position. Again, I just want you to make sure that you're getting this whole body action. So I'm in this Kibirach. I don't just want to open my foot and hand. I want to squeeze my body round as this hand comes underneath. Again, keeping that stance. My whole body comes in, and then as I open up my chest, I'm shifting my weight from the center to the back. So it's this from here. This squeeze, rotate, into open. Compress to open, and I have this nice kind of rebound. The more I drive at this end and keep the stance, the more I'm going to sort of rebound off that squeeze to open up to this position. And I end up in this nice line with this couple stance, yeah? Give that a try, guys. And stance doesn't move, but your body's contracting onto one side and then expanding and shifting. Good. Okay, guys, excellent. So from that, I have that contraction to expansion. Then I'm sending my hip and elbow into this Malashi entry. And then I don't just want to send my hand out. I want to have this hip, relaxed hip. So my hip's working twice. It works on the elbow, relaxed punch. So this 1, 2, 1, 2. I have this sort of double hip action. Contract, contract. 1, relax, 2. So from there, I'm driving in. 1, 2. So my whole body's working for both techniques, not arm. Yeah, you don't want it to just be your limb. Hip, whole body, driving in. I'm doing it without, like, try and do it without taking your elbow away. Elbow stays, and I'm driving in twice. That again, yeah? Give that a try again.
Where was I?
As best you can, guys, keep those knees still when you vibrate that hip. Nice, Elton. Yeah, that was good. That's it. Nice, good, good, good. Guys, okay, last one of these. So from that punch, you're just squeezing. Inner thigh muscle squeeze, chest squeeze, contraction to expansion. We're opening, up and in for this last one. Then it's a Agempi, Yakuzuki, Gadambarai, yeah?
Are you going diagonal? Or
each one is diagonal, Sam, yeah? Each one is diagonal, so a little bit offline.
Uh-huh, yeah.
Make sure you've got that slide in, slide out, Sam. There. It's slide in, slide out. Yeah? Yo-yo. Boom, boom. That's it. Good. Keep it that each time. Okay. Good. All right, guys. So I think the tricky thing about doing Nijushiho and Zoom is I'm trying to show you the angles because Nijushiho, you're turning always facing a different direction almost every move. So it's kind of hard to get the endo send, yeah? Endo send is a little bit different to show the Zoom. So we'll go from the start through to that position and we'll finish the kata, yeah? Only got 2 moves left. But just so that we know what direction we're supposed to be going in, yeah? Okay, so from the start, guys, nice and slow. We get, again, remember, floaty. Ready? Each, mi-san. Turning behind you. Shigo. Rock, see. Hatch, two. Jo. Ich, ni. And Higo. And unravel. Roll. And swing round. Sit. Ha. Coming slightly off leg. Cool. Expand it. Each. Knee. Slam. Sheep. Roll. Rock. Feet. Ha. Cool. Do. Each. But let's really left off, guys, yeah? Get on right, let's sort of 45 degree angle. So from here, my right leg is stepping like almost a full like length across. Right leg stepping full length across. As I do that, my right hand's going to cover Dodan, left hand Shudan, stepping across, pulling to this double hikiti, and that sanctions actually. Left leg forward. So I'm stepping right, and I'm covering at the same time. Cover, then my left leg's pulling in. Really fast. 1, 2. Always try to land at the same time, yeah? That's how fast you want that inner thigh muscle squeeze. So here, right leg stepping, cover Judan and Shudan, squeeze everything in as you get that little 1. Into this position. Try that a few times, guys, yeah? I'll show you just from this angle. I'm taking a full step across, right, then left. 1, 2. And I'm covering Jodan and Shudan going into that position. Try that, guys. Yeah, so Sam, a couple other people, not just you, Sam, but a couple of people, just make sure you're moving both legs from here. Right, left, squeeze in, squeeze in. So like, if I show you from like a straight angle, I'm a little bit wider than that shoulder width apart, just a little bit wider, and everything's squeezed in. Really tight in that position, yeah? Knees pulling in together. You're really short and tight stance. So make sure you're landing in that good sanction batch, yeah? Try one more time together, from here. So cover, double hikiti, and then as soon as you hit that double hikiti, 1, 2. That double punch, that's the last key eye, guys, yeah? Try that one more time. Over here. Then from here, all you're doing is just stepping forward to Samson Dash. My right hand drops down and then comes up in this circular motion. Circular motion. When it gets to the top, my bottom hand joins in as I step through. Yeah, this Moashiki coming around. So from here, nothing's moved yet. I drop and lift this hand. Nothing's moved yet. This is like cover. Cover Jodan. So drop and round. Drop and round. Then when it gets to the top, this hand's going to join in. So is my leg. 1, 2. I'm just coming around the circle. This is slightly angled forward towards the target. This is slightly angled to the side from the target. So this is going out to the side this way. This is going slightly forward. Yeah, kind of like they're going to cross pass if we get going. Stopping on that center line. Yeah. Try that one more time. Right hand comes down and up. When it reaches the top, leg and hand come round with it. And yeah. So you want to try and get that fast slow. You'll see a lot of people, like dojos, do this back and forward. That's like I think a sort of result of all the sort of straight line strikes that we do. All the striking in karate tends to be very straight. You see that happen with this technique as well. It turns very straight because we want to hear the nice snap of our doggies and feel power when we're hitting nothing. But really, you want to feel like you're almost like it shouldn't feel heavy at all. It should feel quite light when you do these sort of techniques. This, trying to feel strong as opposed to light and circular, and this is going to do a lot of damage if you come around with your full body like that. Imagine the same thing with the punch here. Circular techniques are much more powerful than the straight ones, yeah? Most of the time. So from here, circular with that, yeah? Fast to slow, and make sure you're coming round, okay? Give that a try, guys.
Could you just show one more time, Sensei, please?
Yeah, no problem. I'll go a wee bit slower, yeah?
I find this really hard.
So you've got your left leg forward, right hand up, left hand down. My right hand, the top hand, is coming down, up, then I'm stepping forward and bringing the other hand round as well. So this right hand is making a full circle. It comes to the top, step. To the top, step. To the top, step. My left hand is just making a half circle. So leg and hand, half circle together. Half circle. To the top, step. To the top, step. To the top, step. The slow finish.
Sensei, is the feeling of that final movement more in towards your center rather than forward with your hands?
Yeah, like so. The punch is this sort of snap forward, and then if you think about the stance itself, like we talk about power triangles, like Fudodachi is open, yeah? That's the sort of biggest stance we have is open. So you've got Zenkusudachi where everything is sort of got a focal point of here. Then you've got like Hangitsudachi, which is a little bit closer in. And then you've got this Sanchindachi, which is really tight in. So you want to think of this final move as being really tight in and close to yourself, yeah? Like you've got the target like right here, yeah? You don't want to project it forward. You want to project it to where everything, like your stance is sort of rooted to. That's where you want to go, yeah? In towards the middle.
Oh, thanks, Sensei.
Okay, guys. Any questions?
What's the name of the, sorry, Sensei. What's the name of this kata?
Nijushiho.
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 Nijushiho. Okay.
Nijushiho.
Thank you very much, Sensei. Nijushiho.
Nijushiho.
Sensei.
Yeah, okay.
Nijushiho.
Excellent. All right, guys. So we're going to go through it. Let's go through it one more time together, yeah? One more time together. I'll count slow. I know everyone's like adjusting stuff, so I'll count slow. But try if you know the kata still fast. If this is your first time doing it, just follow along as best you can. Okay? All right, guys. Right, so, Nijushiho, like a sensei used to say, you should be able to do this kata in 7 breaths. Yeah, so, and I think it was 7, yeah, I think it was 7 breaths. And like, if you try and play about that, it's a very difficult thing to do, especially if you try and start and stop in the kata. You want to try and constantly be in motion with this, to kind of ebb and flow. So you never want to stop and be rigid. As soon as you finish one move, you're off into the next move, into the next move. There's always like a slow technique to then lead you in to the next sort of explosion of movement. There's always a nice sort of slow part that like sort of rebounds your energy back into the next bit of like next sort of explosive, intense part, back to this sort of relaxed sort of expansion and contraction, yeah? So you want to try and have this sort of sense of not stopping from start to finish, yeah? Try and be smooth with everything that you're doing, guys, okay? Ready? Each, Ni-san, Shibo, Ro, Si, Ha-chu, Chu, Nich, Ni-san, Shibo, Ro, Fish, ha, kuru, ni, san, chi, wo, ro, fish, ha, no, fish, ni, san, chi, and young, and So the idea of sort of constantly going from one technique to the next and the next and the next and never stopping, guys, yeah? Any questions? Not quite a challenge to teach, actually. That was quite tough. Yeah. Just with the end thing and trying to like show you what the techniques are, but then through to like what way you're supposed to be facing. It's quite tricky, actually. That was fun for me. So,
thank you, Sensei. I'm looking forward to you posting it so I can go through it at my own very pedestrian pace.
Yeah. Hopefully the phone's got it all, yeah?
Yeah.
But yeah, hopefully, I think Scott said he's going to put this up. That's why he wanted me to record it, yeah? So hopefully you got something out of that, guys. Hopefully that helped a little bit.
Super.
If you don't know it, then again, when you don't know a kata and you're just working on it and kind of following through the techniques in the class, think about the sort of principles, like how you're doing the yoga komi, planner, you contract, expand. These are things that are in Kian Shodan all the way up through to like the likes of Unsu and Gankak and all these katas. So even if you don't know the kata, guys, you can still focus on moving from one technique to the next, from a front stance to a back stance in the correct way, yeah? So it's never a waste of time. Us?
Us.
Excellent, guys. Feet together. And